tonight we meet legendary designer Sue Wong. Sue shares her memories of escaping Maoist China, rising to the top to the global fashion scene, then losing it all before rising to the top once again. An ultra-modern oceanfront Malibu estate. A Los Feliz palazzo with a Marrakesh flair.
These are like looking at old friends.
A Hollywood Hills mansion, once home to billionaire Howard Hughes and guitarist Jimi Hendrix. Just a few of the holdings of designer Sue Wong.
The funny thing about success is that, if you become too arrogant, the gods will test you.
Sue has endured more than her share of trials, but amid them all,
I achieved the great American success story.
Sue is best known for her work in fashion. And for 20-plus years, she's been a staple of the Hollywood glitterati. Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, Kelly Osbourne, and Bella Thorne, just a few of the celebrities photographed in her gowns. The look?
It's romantic, it's sexy.
Sue's rise to red carpet royalty has its roots in the early 1970s, when she made a name for herself designing a fashion for tweens. Sue's first big hit sold so fast, it became known as the $20 million dress.
I had 4 homes by the time I was 25, 2 mansions side by side here in Malibu. I had it made.
By the time she turned 30, Sue's fortunes had changed.
I became embroiled in this very, very acrimonious divorce, and I lost everything. I was bankrupt with 2 babies.
Poverty was not unfamiliar to Sue.
I came from very humble circumstances.
Sue was born in southern China during the rule of Mao Zedong.
Peasant Chinese family in southern China.
In a communist society with a belief system that conflicted with her ancestry.
I came from a very spiritual Taoist upbringing. So, when the communists took over, of course, religion and anything that was of a spiritual nature was really crushed and abolished.
At least in public. Privately, Sue's mother turned to her faith when Sue became critically ill.
When I was 3 years old, I lost consciousness, and my mother tried everything. She tried Chinese medicine. She tried Western medicine from a doctor in the nearby town where she had to carry me for 10 or 12 miles. That didn't work, so out of desperation, she enlisted the help of a Taoist priestess.
The prescription? Ancient incantations and insects harvested from an abandoned temple.
And by miraculous decree, that's what saved me.
Sue's mother couldn't ask questions. Talk of religion was taboo under Mao. At the time, there was popular support because of widespread starvation.
Mao succeeded in feeding the masses and controlling the whole population, but something got taken away that was very precious. The spirit of China, 9,000 years of ancient culture.
Sue and her mom fled China 3 years later, arriving in Los Angeles when Sue was 6, surviving illness and her escape taught.
There is that part of my spirit that is really resilient.
When Sue lost her first fortune,
in my youthful arrogance, I thought, well, I can get all this back in 2 minutes. And those 2 minutes turned into 20 years.
The red carpet looks that resurrected Sue's fortune started with a hunch. In 1999, 5 months before the turn of the century.
It's going to be the millennium, and every woman on the planet is going to really want a dressy dress. I designed 25.
By November, they were in department stores.
And they flew out of the stores.
Sue produced red carpet-worthy dresses that sold for less than $500.
So I was known as the every woman's couturier. I did something that revolutionized the market.
Celebrating the glamour of old Hollywood and the artistry of her Chinese heritage.
I honor the goddess that exists in every woman.
Sue has now retired from fashion, these days pouring her passion into the design of her homes, throwing glamorous parties, and detailing it all on social media.
What I do is not really because I'm trying to brag.
It's more about what she's overcome.
We are all tested for our resilience of spirit. I want people to see that it is possible to really have these dreams. It doesn't have to really be fantasy. And that is the Sue Wong story.